Smell smoke, we got a fire. Oh, sorry about that. You can see the hammer and chisel manizzle doesndoesn't work too bad. Although on the other side, I would kind of hope that I might pick up a air chisel. Let's just do that one more time. Give me the rust and crust. All right, now we get this piece off. This is what I was hoping not to have to replace. I was hoping to just have the pan lip in here and I could just lay the pan in, drill some holes in the pan, tack, 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 a rooski. But that's not the case. So yeah, we gotta get these cross braces off. So, like I said, I've never done this before, so let's see how this goes. Your guess is as good as mine. Well, your guess is better than mine, I'm sure. This is another problem down here. I got this little support. Maybe it just sits on this little arm here. I have to drill some. Maybe it's just spot welded on. I'll have to clean that up and see what we find. Guys, all I can tell you is there's good fun to be had in rust and crust. Okay? There is. Promise. It's not too far gone. Chisel set. I know, air chisel. I've got to actually have an air chisel. I've never used at the other garage. It would make quick work of this, but I'm doing it this way because this is what we got. Have yeah! There you have it. There you have it. I mean, we're almost done. All right. I really want to take this one support panel I have out, but I can't because, you know, it's holding this body together. I know, we all want angle iron welded in. It's coming. It's coming. Promise. You're right. You're right. We need to support this body. So it looks like we have some spot welds. So we're going to use the spot weld cutter and we're going to drill those out. Thank you, Will, for the recommendation, sir. I appreciate it. Awesome, awesome tool to have. And thank all you guys for all your advice and recommendations. Nice, that worked awesome. All right, well, I got that piece off. I'm gonna go ahead and, well, I got the welder out, try to fill those up in the front Napoleon hat there. We'll get the grinder on that and keep going. We're headed to Larry's with the 58 ragtop. I am pumped right now.
I think we'll cut that tray out and just put a new one in.
Really?
You have one? Oh, you don't want to? Just want to patch it?
Gotta remember.
It's not gonna be a show car.
You gotta remember this. We're not doing this Larry Concours restoration. This is, you know, get it going down the road.
All right. Well,
you're right. Could be more work just to try to chase it than it is just to.
Yeah.
I have one. All right.
Yeah.
Still feeling all right?
Me? How about this? Yeah, I'll help you out.
All right. Let's do it.
Get it inside. All right. So I guess the first thing we got going on, obviously, is we have absolutely zero support inside of it, with no floors, no heater channels. The front wheelhouses are rotted out, and what happens when the front wheelhouses rot out, that greatly affects, you see all the movement, and then from inside you can see the flex of the wheelhouse. So, and then during this process, we're going to leave the doors on the car. They've never been off of it, and we need to adjust the body by bracing, blocking, jacking, whatever we're going to do to get the doors to fit and close. And then when we do that, then we will weld in our metal support bracings, and then we can go ahead and add, put the new metal in the stuff to strengthen it. So the first thing I do when I look at a car like this is that's the first step, is to look at it. And what I see here is a really fat gap, but I see an even gap. So that's kind of a good sign. Typically, if a car is sagging in the middle, it's going to be wider at the bottom, tighter at the top, especially on a sunroof car, where this is really the only piece of metal that is supporting the car right now is this right here, because obviously there's no support at all at the bottom. So we may go in there and jack from the roof a little bit to take some of the tension off of this, and then we'll check our doors again, and we may jack the front of from under the dash to get take the spring or the flex out of the lower front wheelhouse, and then we'll check our doors there. Sometimes you have to play with this, jack in different spots, something that's this bad. By doing that, then we can find the sweet spot where the door is going to open and close, and weld supports in. What do you see here?
The reference point.
No.
That's our seat thing.
Yeah, but it's the same bracket that's on the one you brought me that you didn't think was correct.
No, I didn't say it wasn't correct. I didn't say it wasn't correct.
You didn't?
No.
Because you said, what's up with that?
No, I was excited about it.
Oh, all right.
And you were poo-pooing on it, saying it's not tall enough. Mr. Correct Restoration wants the whole U bracket. I just want to put this car together.
Hold it, T. All right.
I'm surprised he's even letting me bring this thing down there.
I don't have my glasses.
So I guess we're gonna lift from here, need a piece of wood, put a porta power, and try and take some of the sag out of the car. Again, just trying to get metal in this car. Some things are not going to be correct. It's not the way he likes to do things. So just keep that in mind.
Yeah, so obviously the other issue too is, if you can see how much these quarter panels move. And we have to, again, that's the other reason why we're gonna leave the door on, to determine what spot this goes in. And we'll probably check ourselves by taking measurements. We'll have to find a reference point on both inner quarter panels, and we can utilize the tunnel. The tunnel, obviously, on the Beetle is the center of the car. So we can take measurements from here to a reference point, on this side to a reference point, make sure the number is the same, and that'll tell us that the spot that this needs to be in. That, and along with the doors, will tell us a lot. So we'll do a lot of preliminary measurements and come up with a plan.
Solid.
Yeah, the only thing. Okay. Not bad at all. Just by doing that, the side's still sagging quite a bit. I think it's because of the wheelhouse. We'll have to lift. So let's get a little support under the dash.
Okay.
And then we'll check it again, and then maybe we'll try to pull the car back, see if we can tighten up the gaps a little bit. So watch over here, it's gonna take the spring out of that. You got it?
Yeah.
See how it's lifting up, and this is coming back into position?
Uh-huh.
So let's get that. Let's leave it there, and we'll just check our doors again. Ooh!
That side's nice.
I'm liking it.
I like the
This
sound.
side was the trouble side, though, so let's see.
Wow.
Is that better already?
Wow,
It's
yeah.
not dragging anymore.
Wow, look at that.
Yep. I mean,
Wow.
we probably have a little bit more to go.
Oh yeah, but that's like a hard, oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow.
So I think what I want to do now is let's get.
Even this, look at this.
Yep. Yep. Not bad. I mean, the gap's a little big,
Yeah.
but I mean, what we can do is we can put a couple of straps in out front and back. Just, again, put a little tension on it. Let's see if it pulls the gap tighter. And then if we're good with that, everything closes well, we can weld some support in.
I can't believe that door, man.
Is that pretty good there? If it affected this. That's good.
All right, well, the bracing is in. Oh, wow. Film. Nice. Woo! Yeah, because a little rocker's still in there, I think.
And you may want to replace these. Feel this groove in this?
Oh, wow,
I think
yeah.
that's been worn a long time.
So
Or it's been
it's-
sagging so long that
Maybe.
it completely wore that out. So that'll help the door fit as well.
Yeah.
Well, we're just concerned with gaps right now and evenness. The evenness tells us that this section of the car and this section of the car in relation to the door is square where we need it to be. So I guess what you'll do next is clean up this ledge.
Okay, the lip there.
Yep, the front around there where it goes here. This looks like a piece of the old channel. Maybe you want to grind that down.
Okay.
Clean this up. and clean up around here. I don't know if we may have to get a new piece. Not sure if we have enough here.
To grab,
Let's see how it fits in.
Okay.
We'll do a test fit on the side, and then we'll go from there.
Chase these threads.
Especially on the cheap ones.
Save you a little aggravation later. So as you can see, we just did the hole punches. Larry, what's next?
I usually like to open up these holes a little larger to get a better weld, get better penetration, but not too big. That way, get out towards the edge of the pan and weaken the area where the edge is. So we're just going to enlarge them a couple sizes.
Okay. And you were saying up front?
Yeah, we're not going to do these just yet because we may have to, depending how this pan fits in there, we may have to trim this a little bit. And if we make those holes larger and we trim this down,
You're gonna lose it.
we're gonna get into the hole. So we're not gonna.
So weld through primer on the bottom of the pan. Now we'll go hit the tunnel.
Sweet. So the only thing we want to do, we'll have to pull it back out. We're gonna drill a couple of holes here so we can get.
Oh, for that tab.
Yeah, for that pad. So we're gonna do some spot welds from the top.
Gotcha.
So what we'll do
You could just lift it and drill it.
Yeah, you can. We can do that if you want. What's that?
Does it even fit up in there, yeah?
Is it up there touching it?
I don't know, about to find out.
Not the way I do it, but okay. Again, not Larry approved.
No, this is not a Larry restoration, folks, okay?
This is to help get you going down the road. Solution.
This is drill till you find it. That's it.
You're shooting in the dark.
Oh, no.
Missed it.
Missed it already.
Did you?
Yeah. All right.
Is it there?
Oh, yeah.
Somehow I don't believe you.
Yeah. Yeah.
You missed it?
Nah.
Still
Nah,
don't
it's
believe-
good
still
enough.
don't believe you.
It's there.
Okay. You can. I don't know if it's too long. Oh, sweet.
I've done this a time or two.
We're back here today. We finished up the pan heater channel on this side, got it welded in, ground down. We got our gasket in. And today what we're gonna do is we're gonna do the A-pillar repair. When our heat channel rusts out, we usually lose some of our A-pillar. It's very important on these, some people may not realize, but there's an inner and an outer A-pillar. You can see I trimmed up the outer A-pillar here to expose the inner one. Both of these need to be welded to the heater channel to get the strength in the door. Now when you buy the repair panel, the inexpensive Tabco one, it just comes, it's just the outer one. So you either have to get in there and repair this, or I know that there's, I think it's Autocraft or one of them other manufacturers makes the expensive A-pillar that does have the inner one with it. But either way, both of these have to get welded, and we're gonna do that today. Okay, so here's the piece I made for the inner A-pillar, and I got this. This is gonna go in just like this, and we're gonna weld it to the inner, weld it to the heat channel, and then we'll clean this up, and then we'll weld the outer one to the outside, to the A-pillar here, and then we'll weld it to the heat channel. Now all of these, the two inner and outers are spot welded together right here, all the way up the jamb, which really adds a lot of strength to the VW and how well and strong these cars were built. So, and one thing I might do is we might mess with the door a little bit more, just take a little bit more spring out of it before we finally do the final weld and tie this all together. But at the end of this video, we should have a real strong A-pillar and a perfectly closing door. Alright, I think we got it. Yep.
That's a good strong weld there. Let's weld.
Let's weld. You gonna weld or I'm welding?
Yeah, I'm welding.
Alright, you better do a good one. This is it.
This is the important one.
This is the important one. Alright, give me a good one in there.
Yeah?
Yeah, you don't want to hold it in one spot, you know, too long. You want to do a nice semicircle and get a nice.
How's that?
So far so good. See if you can do a nice continuous bead now. Oh, hey, it's blacked out. Does that matter?
You're alright.
You gotta kind of get the two of them. If the area is getting too hot, go to another.
Well, looky there.
Come on, not bad. Of course, I can't see with your blacked out camera, but
You're good.
is it good?
Not bad. I give that a B minus. B plus? B plus?
I haven't inspected it yet.
Oh. Have a gander.
Look what we have now. Watch this. Now when we move the door, the whole car moved. So now we're really building strength back into it.
You had a lot of faith in that weld.
It's your car.
Yeah, it's not terrible.
No.
I mean, it's not like a nice, beautiful, continuous weld.
Well, you don't see it, but no, that'll work. So we'll just clean that up now. We do want to get a weld-through primer on that as well.
Right.
To protect it.
Oh, I forgot too, because we got that piece to put on. So it's a good thing I had some pretty flat welds.
Yes, we may have to grind that out a little bit,
Yeah.
but I think, especially in this area here, because this is the area, if you notice, where the outer and inner A-pillar are going to spot weld right here. Here there's a huge gap. Here is where they come together for a spot weld. So we'll just test fit this piece It looks pretty good there. We'll have to cut this down. And you want to also spray on top of the heated channel where I ground it down. Because all that bare metal is unprotected and it'll be hidden when we do the outside of the A-pillar. So we want to prevent that from rusting. That looks good. Alright, we'll give that about 15 minutes to set up and then weld in the outer A-pillar. I figure we have to get this on film. Jay is actually getting precise about something.
Craftsman tools.
Yeah.
I just want to get the work done, Larry. It was no time for this YouTube stuff. We're just trying to. We got to get this done. We got 100 more cars to do.
That's right. That's why I don't have a channel. We'll leave that up to you.
This should go fine.
I don't want to look. So just get your whole top side done first, and then we'll lock it down onto the heater channel after.
Top side?
Yeah, do the top side first, get the piece in place. Because now you got to do it all over again with a helmet on and all that stuff, and it can get frustrating. You got that flashlight on?
I don't need it.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I made a bigger gap.
Did you burn it? All right, that looks pretty good, Jay. So now what you want to do is we're gonna run a nice bead along the bottom here, and then do a nice rosette plug weld right there, and then we should be all done. It'll be nice and strong. A rose-shaped decoration, and a design, arrangement, or growth. I guess we'll call that a growth.
Oh, my weld's gonna be a growth.
Oh, resembling a rose.
Like a wart. Oh boy.
So you gonna be able to get a nice bead?
Oh sure.
Yeah! Counting on you, this is gonna show.
That one looks good.
Alright, keep that up. If it's getting too hot, you may have to move a little quicker. The pressure's on.
Came out mint, Blair.
Did it?
Yeah.
Doesn't sound like you went very far.
Huh?
Didn't sound like you went very far.
Look. Oh, jeez. We're missing.
Not Larry approved.
I'll fix it. It was a bad angle. Things are really going to be different this time. I can feel it.
That's Jen's side of the car. We don't want her falling out. So.
Yeah. I got a huge gap. You might need a new nozzle when I'm done, but I'll get it filled.
You're definitely gonna need a spool of wire.
Yeah, that's on me. Well, it's definitely more like a rosebud and not a rosetta, but I think it's gonna hold. It's definitely not the prettiest I've ever seen, but I did get that huge gap filled in, so I'm pretty happy about that. Nothing me and my grinding wheel can't take care of.
No.
What happened?
I don't even think you're attached.
Seriously? Oh, over there it's a little fishy.
Yeah, you're not even attached.
That side needs a little work. But the rest. But Larry, the first part, the first third is attached. Yeah, I got a little gap to fill over there.
Hang on. Not Larry approved.
I'm leaving that on there, just so you know.
All right, you want me to fix it? You want to make another? Yeah, you're not even connected
I
here.
saw that
See?
spot.
I can get the screwdriver right underneath.
I know.
that.
I can get back in.
So you should be able to lay a nice bead on here.
Yeah.
Like that.
I know, but you know, let's focus on the front half.
This here?
Yeah. Let me get the snake head on it.
The only thing that looked good
Was the first weld I did.
is this 1/8 of an inch right here.
Yeah, that was the first
That's
one I
about
did,
it.
and then it all went downhill.
Downhill.
Yeah, I just started just burning spool.
You want to do it, or you want?
Yeah,
me?
we're
Go
doing.
ahead.
What do you? Yeah, I'm gonna
I clean them up again.
snake head it.
Clean it up again, and then try it again.
All right, let's do it.
Go ahead, take 2.
Larry said no amount. You tell him what you said.
No amount of grinding will fix that weld. Take 2.
Ready?
Go ahead.
Oh, that worked better.
Take your time.
I think with the right grinding, I can save this weld.
I'll be the judge of that.
Onto the driver's side. Got this tab under here. Let me get this piece off. Nothing there, huh?
From the torsion housing, just be careful. There's like a foot here that this is spot welded to, and you got to be careful because a lot of people end up cutting that foot off.
So Larry's prepping the channels and pans while I'm grinding the tunnel. You painting a car over there? What's going on?
Well through primer. Along here, where the inner quarter panel will spot weld to, here where this will weld against the rear cross member. Obviously here where we're going to spot weld against the tunnel lip, and up in the front where it connects to the firewall. And most importantly right here, because when the inner wheelhouse will actually end right about here, and it'll be a double row of spot welds through here. So we'll get that all ready to go when the time comes.
Speaking of that inner fender well, that's what I'm working on. We're gonna put a fresh piece of metal on this anyway. I can just cut this out of here, no?
Wait a minute, you don't cut nothing out. Wait, what are you talking about?
This lower piece right here. That piece is fracked. Are we gonna cut this?
Well, as low as we can, so just...
I'm just saying.
Yeah, you want to remove this piece though.
I know.
So yeah, if you would just want to make it easy and do a slice right above
right.
that would be fine.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
I just want
and
to
then we want to maybe...
trim some of that
Yeah,
down.
trim.
Watch your finger. You drag your finger over everything. This guy's nuts.
That's how I feel.
I know, but that that ragged...
That's the artist.
Jar. Look at that metal. It's all I just
So
cut.
this... Yeah, and cut back to the weld maybe so we can get the... You may want to unscrew that and get it up out of the way. Makes a tripod. Probably undercoat.
That's that tab. It's that pad, I think.
Oh, the rings of
The rubber.
Hand that off to me.
Oh yeah,
Got it?
butter. Yeah. Nice. Josh is trying to start the infamous Harbor Freight compressor, folks. She's glowing.
Is it?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Gonna take the quarter panel with it.
That's what I'm afraid of. Yeah, they got it going.
Well, they got the compressor going. Josh is trying to ride his dirt bike's got a flat front tire, so he's out there having trouble with that good old Harbor Freight compressor with the reset. FaceTiming in the middle of torch work here. Ah, support. Smart.
Yeah, except they're in a bad spot.
Got it?
So,
Nice.
yeah, you do that. Give me the torch.
Meanwhile, the torch is going through your air hose.
We're burning the car down. Go ahead while it's warming.
Nice work. I need to get a torch.
Oh no, you don't need one.
No. No, I don't need one. Why? With the work I do?
No comment.
No comment. All right, well, I got at this the lip all ground down, cleaned as best I could. We got the weld through primer on there. I think we're almost ready for
A test fit.
a test fit, yes. So there's the tab. I just ended up cutting it and then grinding it down the original pan. So I made another, just basic same platform there. Should be good.
Okay, right now we're getting ready to get a rubber seal between the floor pan and the heater channel. We're getting it cut and we're going to punch the holes in it. Right. So now we're going to clamp it in a few different spots to hold it in place. Yeah. All right. That'll be good. Okay. Jay's using a hole punch. We're going to punch a hole through the rubber to make it easier for our bolts to clear. Edit?
Isn't it fun?
This ain't going to blooper section.
Isn't it work? Isn't it fun?
We got many of those. So
he's not gonna let me use his tools pretty soon.
hey, we had the old school drills that had the chuck keys.
Yeah, that's what I need.
Yeah. You know how to tighten those?
Yeah, you hold it.
I don't do it that way, but go ahead.
How do you tighten it?
All right, so what Jay is doing is we punch the holes with the pneumatic punch.
Yep.
And now, for me, they're a little too small to get a nice weld. So I usually like to open them up a little bit with a larger drill bit so I can get a better spot weld. But you don't want to go too big because you don't want to get out into this area here, because when you weld, you're going to end up burning this lip away. So this is a perfect size to get a nice spot weld.
Yeah, that one worked. All right, floor pan test fit, take 1. Nope, doesn't fit.
Go down with the front. Down with the front.
Down in front.
And then up in the back.
Oh. Holy moly.
Does it fit?
Yeah, it fits.
No, not yet.
Well, I'm just saying, it's gonna fit when I get done massaging it.
Yeah. You know this is easy with the body off.
This way is not Larry approved. Well, the body's really almost off.
It is
it's
true.
missing the lower 6 inches.
All right, what is it looking like?
You gotta go over there that way.
It's gotta go come in more?
Yeah.
Oh, hang on. Let's...
Oh,
Pull slide out a little bit. My
Wait,
goodness.
Buddy, get a screwdriver.
I do.
How you feeling?
How did I get involved with this guy?
It's been about an hour. Maybe not an hour.
No, not that long.
Well, I've been on my back for a half hour.
Just wrestling with it.
Yeah.
I really want to pull the body off.
Yeah.
But it's in.
I'm gonna say from here on out, don't buy cheap pans and cheap heater channels, and maybe take the body off would be much easier. So this was our big issue here. I had to trim. I spent forever trying to get this fit, and then Larry just jumped in and Took the snake head and trimmed it, and now it's fitting. It's fitting where it needs to be.
Me and my best buddy. You should have got these.
We might trim a little, but before we do, Larry suggested that we should get the heater channel in because
just to make sure that the pan that we want to trim to make it go in, just to make sure that
doesn't pull
yeah, that we don't want to go in too far because it could affect the outer part of this. So maybe the pan is correct and it's just not made properly in here to allow it to go up against the tunnel. But just to, before we cut anything, we want to set the heat channel in and make sure that it's going to line up with the holes, make sure the door will close and not hit it. I mean, if this is out too far, the door obviously might hit it. So it's always best, especially when you're doing this procedure with the body on the car, that we really take the time to test all this.
You're a body off guy.
I'm a body off guy. Do that.
Tack it in.
Oh, believe me, if this fits.
He's over it. This body on.
I am not a precise guy anymore.
I'm not.
Did I miss well, I can just add the issue that we're having was the pan didn't come close enough to the tunnel, which is the reason why we had to trim back over here. And Jason didn't show a lot of video because we spent a lot of time wrestling with this, but basically what we did is we set our heater channel in place first, then we slid the pan in, and then we bolted, then we put the gasket in between the two and put all our bolts in, and all of them lined up fine. So now we came back and did the final trimming and fitting to get the pan to fit, and right now we're pretty happy with it. So what we're going to do later this week is we're going to do our final plug welds. We'll put our rear cross member in, we'll tie that into the heater channel, then we'll work on our A and B pillars, and then we'll be able to cut our bracing out, and we'll be on to the next thing, which will be probably the two wheel houses.
So Larry, today we're doing the driver pan. We're going to tack this in.
Yep, again, hopefully we'll get it all in today. The rear cross member, get it all welded up.
I said, "This is my helmet." We're past that. We got the yes welder thing. I love this thing. I don't have to. I don't no more blind welding.
Missed it?
I think I made one of my.
Hey, well.
Oh, it's stuck, but.
Yeah, not much. Not by much.
Yeah.
Go up and down. Don't go on an angle. There you go. You want to make a. Better? Huh?
Yeah, that one.
Okay, so that's held in place. So we can, let's get one. This is all humped up right here. Yeah, with the, yep, let me get this. Because that could be because of that a little bit too. This. Maybe push here and there. You gotta give me a good one in there. Yeah, that's better.
So I got bead one on there, and then this was a little high, so I was able to tap that down flat while it was hot. So tip from Lair, move the metal while it's hot.
Sounds good.
I think I missed it. Kinda.
Let me see.
Yeah, I missed it.
Yep.
I'm kind of all stretched out here.
Yeah, I know. I had that problem too. Then the back foot. Rest your hand right against the heater channel if you want as a guide.
I can't really even reach.
Okay. You want to try it from where I am?
I'll get it in there.
Take your time. You don't have to go too fast because you're not going to burn through this nice heavy metal. Keep going there. Yeah, keep going along there because it looks like you see a little bit of the lip. You know, like. How's that look?
I don't know.
Well, looks on everything, but I think
It looks pretty ugly, but
it's not my car.
definitely not Larry approved, but
No.
more solid than expected. Yeah, I did miss over there.
You can
I'll
grind
take
it down a little bit, and if you want to lay another bead on top of it, you can.
Yeah, I'm gonna ditch the camera and get in here like this because I can get in there better without the camera. All right, guys, both pans are officially tacked in. I'm gonna go for the Crossmember install. I just need to drill a hole for that. See over here, the early cars have 2 holes, early being pre what, they're like 60, 59, 59, 60, I'm not sure, but the earlier cars have these 2 holes, whereas your 60s cars have the 1. Well, we're gonna let Larry do the Rosetta Rosebud weld here. We need to start pulling its weight on this project.
I'm a bystander.
There you go.
Just go in a few turns, and if it's tight, back up a couple, and then keep working it in. Go ahead, get back down. Yep, there you go.
Tell him
What?
what we're doing.
Oh, Jay is just chasing the threads for the rear cross member in the pan because he's got cheap pans and the threads are all
Is that deep enough?
full of paint. No, try to get it to go right through. And you feel it go through the bottom. There you go.
All right. Could have used this tool back when I started riding and cross-threaded all my seat bolts every time. My old Kajiva.
Now just take one of the bolts, yeah, and just see if it'll. It should go in nice with your fingers.
There it is.
All right, good. We're good to go. Let's get it in. Okay, Jay now is attempting to put the driver's side cross member in.
Yeah, he is.
Let's see how this goes. You should be able to
Tap it, maybe.
You might want to be a little more straighter. You know, like this.
Oh, all right.
Now,
Well, that was easy.
now, you may have to pry up a little bit on the wheel channel and then tap it. There you go. Perfect.
Thanks for the tip.
You got it.
All right, the pad. Just put the pad
Yep,
in.
get your
put
Well,
that,
first make sure that,
the holes line up.
yeah, you want to take the big bolt and run it down
Yeah, you gotta
to position it.
go a little more. All right, that's there.
Just put it in and hold it for now, just so we keep our alignment. Kind of just using it as like an alignment
Sure.
pin.
Yep.
Get your gasket in.
Oh, that looks like fun.
Yeah, well, you're not flat here. You
Yeah,
gotta,
gotta lift up on that.
okay.
There we go. First time doing this. First time doing this. They couldn't just make the gasket straight across and make it easy on you, huh?
No, they were originally nailed to the pan.
This is why we do body off, right?
That's what I do. But we're just gonna, for
you-
your sake, we're just gonna kind of slide it in there.
Because you would glue this.
Yeah, I glue them down. All right, so that looks good now. Nice. So just make sure now we can get those in. That'll be next. Now it's good.
We're going all hands on deck here.
If we glued this down, we wouldn't have this problem.
I know. If we did the body off, we wouldn't have this problem.
Come my way. There it is. Yeah. Now go, take that this way. There you go. It's right there. That started?
Yeah.
So we got the passenger cross member in. So now what we have to do, we got to bolt it, everything lines up. Our bolt down through the torsion tube lines up. This is perfect here. We're just gonna weld our spot welds in here now to tie in the heater channel with the cross member. And then up here, we're gonna spot weld these two, and that will connect both cross members together. And then when we put a package shelf in it, that'll lay along the top of here and get spot welded all the way across and all the way on the sides.
Nice. Claire's cheating right now. That's it?
That's it. It didn't take much. Grounds are very important.
I failed at the first weld, so. Oh, see, you're totally cheating. You're getting a better ground than I had.
Well, that's all part of getting a better weld.
Yeah. And you even got a clamp.
Yeah.
Totally unfair.
That's Larry approved.
There
Might not be Jason approved. There you go, son.
I haven't seen it yet.
Well, we're gonna let you do the next two.
Oh yeah, with the dinky holes.
Here, open them up. Right. Can you handle it?
Hey, who would have thought you and I would be in this car? We got metal. Whoa.
Whoa!
Wow.
Wait a minute, is that a zoom one?
One little
pinhole?
One little pinhole.
Uh-oh. I can't
Don't
get
even,
this.
you're kidding.
I can't get this out
You're
now.
joking. Pull it out. Just leave it out, it's good.
You sure?
Yeah.
You may have to tap that down while it's warm.
True.
That's what I want you to do.
That.
Yeah. While it's warm, hang on. See how much better? See how that closed up? One more like that.
All right, close your eyes.
Whoa!
Got better.
Not bad. See what difference? Hey, see what difference a clean ground makes?
Clean ground and good metal underneath,
All
and
right.
a bigger hole. Let me fill that little hole. It's driving me nuts. Close your eyes.
Okay.
All right, voila.
All right. Nice job.
Thank you. Nice teaching.
Now we're getting ready to attach the driver's side heater channel to the rear crossmember.
Oh yeah, that moves so much good.
Just that little bit of heat from the welding.
Yeah. Am I gonna get on the seam there at all there, or just that spot weld?
Just do the spot welds.
Because there's not much left.
Okay, yeah, it's on that bottom because we don't have a spot weld hole. We're
Yeah.
gonna.
Well, let me heat it up first, and then I'll give it the.
And you got one more way at the top too. I don't know if you can get in there from where you are, but.
Yeah, not the.
Get comfortable first, that's key. Good?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it's not pretty, but got some.
So you can get.
That very corner, maybe.
Yep. And also take the pick and hit down the lip of the heater channel
Oh, okay.
where it meets the Crossmember.
Yeah. I don't think she's moving.
All right,
Maybe I'll
well, it's
get
probably already down, but you want to get a good bead along there as well.
right here.
Yep, and then you can go up into that corner.
Oh, down in
Yep,
here.
start in there and then work your way. Looks nice from here.
Yeah, not bad. A little heavy, and I didn't get it moving. Does that look a little?
Well, there's, like I said, the heater channel is like a double layer of metal there, so it's gonna.
Yeah.
You can put the heat to it. You really want a good weld there.
It's good corner action.
Good, excellent. Nice. Sweet, good job.
Good teacher.
Alrighty.
Well, there it is, guys. I'm smiling right now. There are floor pans welded in to the 58 patina ragtop bug. Larry, what did we get done today?
What did we get done? We got the
Open the door. Come on in and say hi. So where we at, Larry?
So today we got the driver side pan, heater channel in place, gaskets in, all tightened down, all welded down, ground down. We got the rear Crossmember in, lined up, bolted down, the gasket in place there as well. All welded in place. And that's pretty much it for in here. We'll get you down here, what, on Sunday maybe, and we'll start tying in the A pillar and the B pillar on the driver's side. And then maybe we'll get to the front wheel houses.
Nice. Well, there it is. So thank you guys for dropping in. Huge thank you to Larry for his tutelage, knowledge, and lending me his tools and his shop and his time. So thank you guys, and I hope you guys are enjoying this series, because I know I am. All right, take care, guys.
Okay, so this is our patch panel that Jason has made up to go in place. And then we clamped it in place. I had Jason go on the inside and scribe a line above the heater channel. So this is the top of the heater channel. And why I do this is just a reference. So when you do punch your spot weld holes, you don't go above this. Otherwise there'll be nothing behind it to spot weld. So in VW you use 2 rows of spot weld offset from one another. And Jay is going to punch these lower holes, and then the punch does not reach up high enough for these, so we'll just have to drill them by hand. And then he'll be ready to put this in.
All right, we've got the weld through primer on there. I've enlarged the spot weld holes. We'll let that set up, and we'll start tacking this guy in. And I get a measurement here, so I can check my bolt hole location on the new panel. Make sure that lines up. Cut here, 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 and here. I'll bring you back.
That's going to be our reference in our guide.
There it is.
Is it right there? Okay,
412.
So let's see. Look at that. Come in here.
Perfect. I'm glad I took that measurement.
I'm glad I taught you how to measure.
That's right. You did teach me how to do that. Thank you. Cut, fit, test, cut, fit, test, repeat. So it looks like we're gonna make a cut here and then go along the fender well area. We'll get that nut to sit flat. It's looking good so far. What do you think about my welds?
Oh, I mean, there was a few good ones, but other than that, they were pretty bad.
Pretty bad.
Josh unapproved. Say that.
Josh unapproved.
Oh boy. They're getting better though, right?
Or not Josh approved. That's what it is.
Not Josh approved. They're ganging up on me, guys, but
I mean, there was one good one.
yeah, there was one good one.
No, that one was good.
Yeah, that one was good. We turned the heat down a little bit,
And you just did like a nice, and you did like a circle motion. And
so the technique got better.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Oh, you got it. Here you go.
There it is. Nice.
There's one.
Quality welds. Gonna go ahead and put this piece down here until we get a better parts piece for this. So we're just gonna use this to hold that to that. Little weld through primer. Any orange billy sealer?
Oh, it'll buff out. Now you got to do the back of the,
The panel, the piece.
the actual piece.
We did, however, accomplish what the goal was, and that was to get this car structurally sound. I still need to address the luggage tray. However, pans, channels, rear cross members, A pillars, B pillars, front firewall needs a little bit more love in that corner. I can handle that at home. We did the inner fender wells, both of them. So that was a huge success. The doors close amazing. So that was the goal, was to get the 58 structurally sound, doors closing. You guys remember what this thing looked like, so it's heading home. There it is. Huge, huge, huge. I'm sick, so I can't even shake his hand and hug him, but huge thank you to Larry for staying on me to get this car to his shop, to get pans, channels, A pillar, B pillar, inner fender wells, get this car sitting on its own. It looks so good out here. So I cannot say thank you enough to Larry for helping me out, give me the tutelage in his shop, his time, his supplies. Appreciate it. And there it is. What's next? Brakes and fuel. More metal work, but the hard part is done.